Don't want them getting stuck in a fight with a beetle about to blast off. If they, like there they had, they're gonna win unless they're idiots or something, which they are, but you know, not bigger than normal. Bigger than normal. Could you just kill it? Thank you. But if they're on their own, they're probably not gonna kill it. So they're probably just gonna die to when it blasts off, which is not a good thing. Anyway, with this harvesting helm, at least, whatever losses of reds I take, they can at least be replaced by the others. Oh, I'm getting, for every life source I get 2 in reality. So, it's not too bad. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time here. Recall. If I can get past. Yes, beautiful. Okay. Browns. Grab these. Sweep down here. Kill. Kill you. Recall all. Beautiful. Now reds could keep them tied down if they're, but only if they're put up here. If I put some browns down there, they could keep the slugs tied up as well. And the brown idea is better, really, because then it frees up my reds to brute force a puzzle. Come on. I have to do this manually because the reds are idiots. Or maybe I was standing too near to their thing for them to start moving. I don't know, but regardless, they're idiots. Oh, damn, I didn't need to recall the... Grab that. Reds. Push them through. Beautiful. Sweep up here. Hit that. Then come on down. I can actually get rid of these myself through basically long range flamethrower. Such a useful spell. That object I got there is actually the 3rd level flame spell, which I'm not nearly as much of a fan of. The reasoning being is that basically it's just not nearly as good. It's not nearly as good. There's a huge effect from it. Like, it's very flashy, and I think it does a fair bit of damage. But well, I'm actually not sure on the amount of damage it does, or even the area on it. It looks like it's a big area of effects thing, but it seems to... It takes a while for it to start doing damage, and even then it's taking out huge chunks of your mana, and it just doesn't... it doesn't work for me, basically. It seems to cost too much, maybe not do enough to compensate for that, and... Hold on, let me call you back. It costs too much. Well, it does it in an AoE. I'm not sure on how big the AoE is, and well, I'm not sure on the damage, the AoE, and it costs too much. While flamethrower is a bit of a single target thing, you can spread it around a bit by moving if you move it right, if you move enough. Here it's a bit more awkward, but with a console controller, it's actually much more cooperative. It also costs a lot less, and you can start really toasting some enemies quite cheaply. Or at the very least, I enjoy it more than using the level 3 versions, because it feels like I, at the very least, can get more out of flamethrower than I can them. To be honest, since I'm speaking off the cuff here, I'm not really sure if I'm making too much sense and whatnot. So, if I'm not making sense, that's why. I need to almost sit down and write it out to, ooh, shit, to fully express my thoughts. Then again, it's basically mana cost. Mana cost is too high. Damage and area effect are basically too unknown for me. So I'm basically I'm rather unsure on both of them, and they're both important to working out is the spell worthwhile. The spell seems to have a bit of a wind up, while Flamethrower doesn't. It does take a second for it to reach the target, but that's it. With this other thing, the flame effect starts under them, but they don't start taking damage immediately. And it's a little more unclear as to the exact specific, like the area of effect of it and whatnot. And I think the damage is higher, but since it just doesn't seem to be good damage to mana ratio, basically. So yeah, I think that's basically my point. The damage mana ratio, it doesn't seem great, and the area of effect is not particularly clear. It's an AoE spell, but it doesn't seem to be. It's quite unclear as to the degree of the AoE. Like, I'm not sure if the spell effect that you see is accurate to the actual area of effect of the spell. So yeah. You know, with some spells, you'll see a huge, like, say, like this square of damage of an effect, but only this circle, a hole in the center. Actually, only enemies in the very center of it actually take any damage. I'm not sure if it's that kind of thing going on there or not. It's a little unclear. I doubt it is, but I need more details than the game's provided, basically. I wonder if I could trap the thingy in the middle. There we go.
Using those things. I can't look. Hit it. Hit it until it stops. Yuck.
Recall. Come back, you idiots. I was hoping, you know, send them in while it's moving, get a few shots, but I realized I hadn't sent it out, you know, just so we send out reds, who will at least stop a bit away. It's got no range attacks. Its melee attack is a bit of a, you know, bit of range on it, but that's it. Okay, green, come on. Ooh, gonna be an honorary brown for today. I think they're a bit, greens are a little less squishy than, reds are. So that's something at least, but they're not as broy as a brown.
Browns. Browns.
You know what? No, I died last time from trying some fiddling. Let's just be smart about this. Reds. Here. Oh shit. It's moving quicker than I expected to. Run! Run! It just, I expect it to be slower, but then it just like slides at me. Oh damn! They just nuked one of my browns. Shite. Damn, out of range. And that's just actually more rapidly than I'm expected. I'm used to just depleting my mana. I'm used to it. Well, while it can cost a bit, I'm used to it. It's not costing that much. We're not completely safe up here. The enemy can reach us. I'm going to take a quick drink. Hopefully it won't do so, you know, start moving again. It's stuck there for the moment. It's just AI isn't cooperating. But it can actually get up here. It's done so in my Legendary mode playthrough. It's probably better off for me just to stand here and not really do anything. Yeah, that's probably too far away for a green to do anything. But that's fine. It's just dead anyway. Once that's dead, pretty cool. Ugh. Beautiful. So I took a few losses there, which is mighty annoying, but, well, losses happen. Okay, I'll send however many at you, however many at you, and so many at you. Alright, we'll get a move on now, and we'll grab 2 more greens. Once these guys start getting over here, so I think the way I put them, they're a bit stuck. Okay, let us see. On Jumble Ye. There we go. They should be able to keep going. Okay, come on. There we go. Christ, there's more here than what it looked like in the other thing. I'm a little nervous of going in, considering how many units I just lost. I'm worried of some repeats.
Browns.
I'm going to station the reds here.
You choose all.
Now just bring in all. Start sending in all. Shit, just start swinging. Damn it! They were burlier than I was expecting. Ah, I lost so many. Ow. That was uncomfortable. And I'm a little nervous of him down there in case he decides to take a spin. Take a swim. So I can get down here myself. I presume the reason they're shouting burn, burn when I'm using my mace is because of fire damage on it. Excuse me. If only they took their flamers down here.
Inferno's a voracious blighter. He likes to spread himself around, so he's particularly good for damaging several enemies at once.
Would have probably been pretty useful there. Then again, the mana cost and all that. I'm not sure if the damage to mana ratio was too great.
You have retrieved the Smelter, sire. More forging options are available.
Indeed. Still the same, you know, still just a helmet, armor, the 3 weapons, but there's the better varieties. Beautiful. I'm annoyed over the loss of my good browns, but I can buff them up. I can take a spin through the abysses.
The Smelter of Smelter, sire. It will allow you to create some truly superior weaponry and armor.
I like the designs on their rags. It's a nice design. Alright. So, I'm tempted making the axe. I probably wouldn't use it too much, but I'm curious as if it has a secondary effect, like the helmet does. Okay. This can pack in 1,000 minions. So, well, I'm tossing in 100 browns. No, 100 greens. 50 blues. There isn't like a particular recipe or and I'm going off of it. It's just like that's a fair number of those units of those minions. I'll toss that much in, kind of logic, basically. Should I get a bit more mana? Yeah, I should, and I should grab. We'll put in 300 of these. 300 minions into the hot smelter. So that's most of that done. I will be tossing in much more greens, and
Helps clear your head.
I'm thinking maybe more browns.
Head.
Maybe more browns, maybe more blues. I'm not too sure about getting any more mana, but more damage resistance, more regen, and more life all sound pretty good. Hope I did this in Arcanium. I'll still get use out of the gear, but it would just be a nuisance, because then I'd have to go spend a ton of even more minions upgrading it further. The actual Arcanium set.
Your minions are waiting to be.
Oh yeah, always good. I got really concerned for a moment because I thought it wouldn't. At the very back was a base one, then the second one on the left, then the best one on the right, but no, it's all's well, all's well. Ooh, that's spiky. And if you remember from my other playthrough of this, that wasn't the case.
This is your armory, sire, where you can store your armor and weapons.
So now here's what this armor has. If only I could move the camera around and whatnot. So 30 armor, plus 15 mana, plus 10% regen, which is better than what I've had, and plus 5 extra health. So that's nice.
Gymnast, wake up! There's forging to be done.
So yeah, let us continue. I'm tempted in upgrading my weapon, but I'm a little unsure. Well, let's see. Let us see. Don't have too many minions left. I could toss in another 300 brown and actually, how much would this cost? I could do that, yeah, but I would lose most of my blues. Sure. This is the just curiosity kind of thing. Your best minions are left to last, quite thankfully in this. If that wasn't the case, it would be basically impossible to actually smelt, because you would be inherently toasting your best guys. It would be very annoying. Nice design, like the lightning effect. Very quick.
This is your armory, sire, where you can store your armor and weapons.
Ooh, I was still using the steel mace. Christ. No wonder Gnarl was saying the peasants were laughing at me for the type of weapon I had. Maybe it will tell me the secondary effect
See to the master.
when I enter the world. There mightn't be a secondary effect.
Preventer of the floral print menace.
Okay, that's funny.
Master of
We'll just pop into Mellow Hills while I'm looking up on my phone. Acts of Confusion. Overlord. Keep fat fingering it. Not Overlord, Lord. Okay. The Axe of Confusion. It literally just says the same thing well, same thing I heard, basically, that will send enemies fleeing before you. Doesn't say anything else. Which is a bit disappointing. I was hoping it would have a nice secondary effect, but it seems not to. Still, it could be a nice weapon, but I'm gonna go with the default one, basically. The default tree, because I can at least upgrade